The following stream has been approved for all puzzle audiences by the puzzle general community.
Welcome everybody to the Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2021. My name is Tetris Attacker. I'm gonna be following you along today. You can call me TA. And here on the mic with me is Six. How you doing today?
I am doing good. Looking forward to seeing even more Group B shenanigans as the full story unfolds.
Shenanigans have happened and Group B is having plenty of them. Before we get too much farther, though, let's kick it to our own Cards of the Heart for a quick explainer on what we will be doing here today in this tournament. Take it away, Cards.
Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game first released for the Nintendo 64 on September 25, 2000 in North America and March 2, 2001 in Europe. It was re-released on the Nintendo Wii Virtual Console in both regions in May 2008. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, normal has 14, hard has 15, and V-hard and S-hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players.
All right, and welcome back. We are here in 2021. We are doing the Pokemon Puzzle League Tournament, hashtag PPL 2021. Real fast to run down what our tournament format is. Those of you who've been following along, the quick refresher. 4 groups of 4 are having a round robin, and the top 2 are advancing out of every group. Best of 5 speedruns, and we are running easy, normal, and hard this year. All 3 will be raced in the first 3. The runners agree on match 1. From there, loser chooses. Game 4 and Game 5 can be any of them once they've all been taken. And we've already had some great action. Here we are in week 2, heading over here to Group B action. We're really gonna start seeing how this is gonna shake out. Six, what's the first thing you're noticing as we're refreshing here on this group?
The 2 people that are competing right now both crushed my dreams step by step last year in the Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, so I don't want either of them to win. I'm noticing that all of the seeding is shaping out as expected, probably leading up to the big clash between Smart and Lunar, like near the end of the group stage, but maybe there will be some either Meteor on Tayman's console or series of best runs ever from Smart that can make this a little bit more chaotic.
I don't know. We've seen Smart. You've personally seen Smart be right in the middle of some chaos in previous tournaments. So the skill level's there to keep it within the margin of variance, the margin of RNG, the margin of troll, as we've heard a couple times recently. So this could be interesting. Definitely a chance to take a game off. Certainly, we walk in with Tay being the presumed favorite here, our reigning Pokemon Puzzle League speedrun champion. He's got a lot of great times on both on leaderboard and put out some great qualifying times. But then you look at Smart, who honestly put up a bunch of PBs in qualifiers, played really well last week, and honestly is putting out some great play in general. This is going to be a close one, I think.
Yeah, it's difficult to find an opening to take a lead on Tayman, but it's happened before, and you know, Smart, if you channel your inner Ty and do a weird upset to try and cause like a three-way tie, everything will be right in the world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm even seeing in the chat, margin of Gary is certainly possible here, especially in hard mode, as we've seen that. I think Nicole picks up a game here. I think it's going to be Tay, but I think it's going to be in 4 games. That's my prediction. What do you think, Six?
About the same. I think there can be like a moment of, why are you randomly chaining again? That could just give her maybe 1 game, but over the course of many games, the skill difference probably secure Tayman victory.
That's what we expect, but there's a reason we play the games, to find out if it goes the way we anticipate. And so far, this tournament has proven the way we anticipate is not the way things go down every single time. So without too much further ado, let's take it away to the runners.
Whoosh.
Love it. All right, looks like the runners have decided. Again, they agree on a mode to start, and they're starting with normal, which is the most deceiving game mode name ever. Anything but normal is kind of what it's proven to be. It's wacky, it's weird. When you expect it to be crazy, sometimes it just gives you a few normal seeming stages in a row to lull you into a sense of security. Yeah, it's anything but normal.
It'd be good to get it out of the way now, to just like adjust to the other things better and just blah.
So let's see how it goes. I think this will serve as a good as a good warm up. I don't know that Smart's going to have a great chance on easy mode. So starting out on a mode where there's enough variance that Smart can take a run at it, I think is going to be helpful for her.
It's time to begin abnormal mode.
Abnormal mode, go. And for those who don't follow super closely in the Discord or aren't on the Discord, please join us. We're happy to have you. Actually, this summer, Smart got some in-person lessons from Tay. So this is a little bit of a, teacher-student, master-protege kind of deal going on here. And Smart going out to the early lead.
Good opening attacks from both. Just Tayman's Gary got a clear in there.
Yep, and sometimes there's nothing you can do about that. Sometimes you can time it a little bit better to avoid it, but that's some of that RNG and trolling that we were talking about that we'll be seeing plenty of today and every day we play this game.
The rest of these normal opponents don't need as many lines, so we should see slightly more reliable, lesser attacks. Smarter
Nice
than 15.
Yeah.
Some overkill, but still good.
Yeah, and we'll see. We've seen some of our runners opt for a little bit more of a maybe overkill by 1 or 2 lines consistently kind of strategy. Being short hurts a lot. Being a little bit over, you lose a couple seconds. So the choice comes down to preference of, do you want to be a little bit more secure and making sure that you don't get robbed as often? this game's never safe.
I'd just be a little more worried against Tayman because he'll take advantage of those extra couple seconds you're taking each stage.
Yeah, I mean, 23 right there from Smart, but still definitely in there. But I mean, Misty's trolling Tay over here a little bit to the tune of a 26.
Actually pretty even on that one.
Yeah, I think giving up a couple seconds every stage, but avoiding the bad stages may be a good strategy on normal mode. It certainly isn't on easy. Easy mode, you kind of have to go all out, especially against a superior opponent, to have a chance. When it comes to cursor speed and how much garbage they can spit out. But normal mode here, as long as Smart is steady and does not get bad stages, we'll have a chance. 16 and 15. Okay, 1 second gained by Tay, but Smart maintaining a small lead here.
The stage times are literally the difference between dropping it at the 4 chain and dropping it at the 5 chain. Slowly but surely.
Here we go. Cut the chain over on Smart's side, but immediate
Second
follow with
attack
additional
here,
chain.
good there.
Yeah, probably should have cut that secondary chain a little bit quicker.
Getting to the purples? No.
Yeah, okay. That one more frame would have moved. Erica still would have gone down the way the arrangement was, but it would have burned an extra 2, maybe 3 seconds, depending on the stop time.
That's a lot of stop time Erica had on Tayman. Almost got there, but also not quite. So, again, somewhat even.
Yeah, speaking of abnormal, that's something that you run into here in normal mode, where you get just absurd amounts of stop time. It doesn't feel as slow as easy mode, and it's not as slow as easy mode, where stop time's going to be painfully slow, zombie-like, as Tayman would say. But normal mode, everything, clips, has a little bit quicker time, quicker feel to it.
Perfect opening from Tayman. So getting the left block, but not the right.
And then the stop time still just burns you anyway. And that's why you try to get the double 4. Even if the opponent's able to get one, oftentimes they don't have enough time to get the other. Certainly not here in normal mode with these cursor speeds.
Yeah, some stall from Koga turns this back into Tayman advantage.
Here we go with the lead changes. But it's not a huge advantage. Looks like about 8-second differential dropping into Sabrina. So certainly got time to flip a couple more times.
Looks like just the right attack on Sabrina there for Tayman.
Pretty
on Smart Light needs follow-up combo, but it's there already. So
got
should be good as well.
The follow-up 5. Nice and quick. 16. There we go. Keeping pace.
Okay.
There we go. Smart just got to keep pace. Wait for that troll to hit or a mistake to be made over on Tay's side and be ready to take advantage of it. Nice weaving in combos there on Tay's side. Cuts off the chain with a lot of combo garbage in there. That should be plenty.
Yeah, he's just getting the openings. It's even minimizing shake time because it's just the little blocks on screen. So good kill on Blaine. Oh, with Blaine even higher on Smart side. That's a save of...
Picking up a few seconds there. Yep, cutting the deficit about in half. Yeah, that's one thing that I didn't know or realize for a long time. Shake time is not just dependent on the size of the garbage block dropping on your opponent's screen. It's about how much of it's actually on screen. So if the opponent's really high and you put a bunch on there, the shake time's still pretty minimized.
Even Tracy insta-clear, but Smart needs an extra attack of like 3 more lines. Get to ammo, please.
Smart needs a lot more on top of there. And this is when it can get ugly. Smart needs to reset her attack. Just, raise it up, get some more in there. Tried to chain incidental clears.
Work.
There we go.
Not a lot of shake time on combos.
There we go. Good recovery. Lost a good amount of time there, but kept it so that she's not out of the race. Can make up time. Has a chance.
Even repeatedly sweeping a block onto the bottom while 2 others drop above it.
One line short
really nice
on Tay's side. He had a follow and took a second, but all of that took too long. Rocket able to get a clear. And it's going to be some chaining here. Not a lot, but enough to build some
Looks
stop
like one
time.
solid attack on Smart's side. If Rocket didn't find the blues. Okay, now getting double trolled.
And almost got some extra bonus troll just for kicks.
Tayman's ends first. But actually, Smart not that far
Smart.
behind there.
Smart gained some time there. Not a lot, but got to keep it close. Normal mode goes through Bruno, so we've only got a few stages left here.
These last normal opponents can do the most tilting things because they've started to get just fast enough to get chains into other chains.
Yeah, but their AI behaviors still aren't... they're not optimized, which means that they do some crazy, wacky things that you don't expect.
Tayman's Geo interrupted by that one block that fell a little bit further and tried to find another move.
Yeah, 18 on Smart's side, keeping it close, though. Richie picking the most underrated Pokemon nickname ever, Zippo.
Pretty cute. Okay, some wrong blocks pop, but Tayman still got the attack he wanted.
Yep. A
Or
little
just
bit of clearing
barely
from
missing a
Richie,
chain.
but
Has
not
to
enough
follow
time.
up.
Good follow from Smart. Drop it. There we go. Again, keeping pace. 1 second between them. 18 on Tayman, 19 on Smart. But Smart's running out of real estate here. Gonna need to have something extra quick or something extra long on Tay's side to make up that time now.
This is like 2 extra AI troll clears.
Good recovery. That chain didn't really go the way that Tay wanted, but was able to recover it mid-air and turn it into something that was what he was after.
I wonder if he wanted to drop his chain sooner.
Little bit of a troll clear here. And a lot of bit of a troll clear here. Smart's Lorelai's not cooperating either, though.
Timer scam.
Oh, no. Both sides. Oh, man. There we
I was
go.
within
Finally getting
frames
out
of
of there.
being like even into Bruno. Now
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
I'm not sure this is surmountable unless... Well, no. We have normal Bruno speed. So
normal Bruno can troll, but it's gonna take a troll for this to work out. Good open here so far from Tay. Follow with some combo.
That's the attack. That's a clear on Bruno from the left side. I don't see him getting to the right side in time.
Nope, he went for the wrong set of greens to have a chance. 15, and that finishes it.
Oh my! Perfect attack from Smart, just not enough because of the Lorelai diff. Oh my god, that's tilting.
Oh, wow. Needed perfect and some help. Got perfect, but didn't get the help. Wow.
Oh my.
That's close. 4-second differential. Official time coming in. Tayman 9:50. I like being smart. 9:54. Wow, Lorelai deciding it, trolling both sides, but Smart just a little bit more. Oh,
well, not the
man.
way you expected, but that's a win for Tayman. 1 of 3.
He takes those. He will take those if that's what he gets a chance at. So, yeah. Not very much separation here. Went the way we expected, but only just. So, let's see. Let's see where we go for round 2. Smart's playing pretty well. Tay's getting trolled. Let's see if he can channel the salt or if he gets interrupted by the salt. And I don't know. It's Smart's pick for round 2 as far as...
I heard something about strategies. I believe Easy will be coming up if that strategy is holding.
Okay. Interestingly, the person who loses round 1, because they get to pick round 2, and because round 3 has to be guaranteed, whichever one's remaining, the loser of round 1 kind of gets to almost pseudo pick 2 rounds worth of selection. Not quite. You're locked into, flipping, but you can pick what order, and so a little bit of an advantage. I think was that smart thinking there, trying to strategize it out on the cam that we saw.
Thinking emoji.
Yep. Oh boy! All right. So
There is a bit of a.
Oh, here we go. Hard mode.
No, we're going hard. Okay.
Okay. Hard's got the bigger variance. I think you and I both probably agree, Six, that Hard's Smart's best chance to pick off a game off of Tay. Easy's going to be really tough. So this may be part of the strategy. Try and even it up 1-1.
Definitely the most winnable. If there's a bit of a skill difference.
Yeah, definitely. And the way Smart's playing, she's definitely got a chance there. It's just going to be, is the trolling going to continue? Is the salt's going to continue on Tay's side?
It might. He usually doesn't let it affect his play.
He usually channels the salt straight into his play. Like, uses it as his power. That's where he draws his strength from. But I'm even someone who plays that way can get tilted. There's a line at a certain point. All right, looks like both runners are getting set here. Getting queued up. We're about to drop into game 2 in this Group B matchup here. And away we go.
We begin. Gary and a cute Nidoran.
Most annoying sound effect in this whole game. Personally think Nidoran's adorable, but the sound effect isn't.
Good opening for both players. Extra combos from Tayman.
There we go.
Even more extra combos from Tayman needed, but
12.
Gary never addressing that little block.
Gary almost got it. Was bringing the purples over, almost got the little sideways clear there on the horizontal. Just didn't have time for it, but wasted enough time to give Smart a quick early lead here.
Every hard opponent is kind of aggressive-ish in stack raising, so at least the entire first half is mostly about setting that proper opening. Good from Smart. One clear.
Yeah. Smart went X6. Probably could have gone as short as X4, and maybe gotten a 12 just like Tay did there. We'll see if again little by little Tay will probably have the advantage on any stage that doesn't have a troll on it. Tay will probably pick up a second or two. Ooh, nice 8 combo. And the lag chain. Ooh, Smart.
Yeah, that can...
A little bit of...
Please reward.
Please. Good play needs to be rewarded. What?
Okay,
that was
fine.
Didn't get burned at least. Swag must not be punished, game. Swag
and a little
must
bit more
not...
cooperative Misty.
And here we go, pretty much even going into Surge.
Okay, Tayman immediately finding the 4 combos, then weaving an extra combo in each of the attacks, so he can just drop it at the 3 chain. That's fine.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. 9. Oh, definitely taking advantage, seeing that it was a high stack over there on Surge's side, knowing that he had enough combos in there. 16 from Smart, very respectable. But if Tay's going to be putting up 9s...
But, yeah, because that amazing attack Tayman surges forward. Thank you for the silence right after that. Perfect attack from Tayman there. Eric is split into two sides, not addressing... He has nothing. Okay. One block on the left side for Smart.
Ooh, 13.
Not
Nice.
good enough there.
Do you choose to battle me?
Alright, good stuff in Hearts so far.
Yeah, definitely keeping it close for both of them. The inevitable swing from simply AI clears is coming from somebody. It's just a matter of where is it going to come from right here.
There's a 6 combo after that 3 chain, so I think that's actually fine if Koga doesn't get
If
2
Koga
clears in a
doesn't,
row there.
yeah, if Koga doesn't do exactly what he just did,
We're not.
and then immediate clear afterwards. Oh my goodness.
Extra change was Smart. Still needs to find like one
line
more in
short.
there.
Two
Now
lines
2
short
lines
now.
because he's down stacking and clearing.
This could go a bit unless Smart can really put some garbage down.
Okay, should be fine here, but that just
There we
drops
go.
like 15 plus seconds to Tayman there, already starting Sabrina now.
Yep, with as much trolling as the game's going to be doing, not being able to top off the opponent's really going to hurt when that's something that should be generally avoidable. 13.
Mm-hmm.
Tayman really trying to put some separation here.
Oh, Smart struggling to get a chain going.
Yeah, Smart had a catch there that undid. I wonder if she's mashing a little too fast. I think we've seen that a couple times from different people in this tournament. You know, double mashing and you undo all the work that you just did.
Yeah, I stubbornly rely on the old GN64 controller. There's a point where if I demand too much from it, it's just not going to listen to me. So I have to treat it very carefully. When clearing from the top on Tayman's side, finding combos to buy stop time.
The yellows gonna chain here.
Falls
Okay,
into a chain.
and gonna undo their own work and down stack. Okay, 32. Quite a while there. Let's see how much if the time Smart can make up on this.
Oh, that's a super low Blaine, but the follow-up...
Drop the follow. Oh, okay. And this Blaine may not give Smart any time up against. Oh, yeah. Oh man, may lose more time here. Keeps going. One more
Okay.
and second tier.
season.
Come on. Just
Well,
timer scamming all over.
Well,
Continues
well,
to
well.
make chaining. Meanwhile, 14 on Tay's side, and here we go. We are over a stage lead. That hard mode variance hitting Smart. Tay really trying to build up some distance on this. We'll see. We'll see if anybody, including Gary, can do enough trolling to make the difference now. Ooh, nice lag chain filled with combos.
still splitting the block, so Rocket gets one clear, but that's not the big one. Ruins the
the
clear on the other side.
Yep, making time though. Going for those. Almost had it. 13 on Tracy on Smart's side, getting a little bit of that time back.
A few more frames, and that Rocket could have gone like at least 10 more seconds.
Yeah, at least.
Game of inches. Game of frames.
Game of frames. Is that our new community
Or talk on-
mantra? Game of frames.
Short attack on Smart side, but Rocket's very high. It doesn't address that down stack. That's a very quick kill.
A very quick kill, and Tay with a follow-up, but it took him a little bit to drop it. I think he wasn't happy with how much he was following up with. Ends up with the 17. Ends up with the 17. That's definitely good. Still holding on to a little less than a one-stage lead at this point, and Smart's been chipping away at it, but not a lot of real estate left. We are coming up on the last 4 stages here. Turning that into a
Okay.
double 4, bringing in some more, trying to mix in a little bit of lag chaining. Didn't quite work the way he wants, but Tay's got a chance here. 12. There we go.
Geo!
Oh,
That attack from Smart was fine. It's just Geo didn't want to let her through.
Gatekeeper Geo again. Meanwhile, Tay over here on Lorelei while the Geo trolls continue. Nice setup, bringing in a 5. I think he missed an input there, but pretty good recovery, and actually that seemed to have worked out.
Chang perfectly clearing the left little block.
And
Is she actually going to find a way out of this? Using a lot of
Lorelei.
blocks.
Lorelei got
She's
that
isolated
side.
one of the little blocks.
Okay, Lorelei just
Purples?
okay.
No, not enough time for that. Okay.
Lorelei did that just wrong, and Tay ended up out of there with a 31, and probably feeling pretty lucky that it wasn't a lot worse after after that chain, after all the clears that could have been there, and a full
Meanwhile,
screen
Geo
clear
was
just
world.
missing. Finally, Geo, you're wasting our time as usual.
We've
Okay,
been
mix-
7 combo to end that chain.
Yeah, weaving in the
Let's
bonus
top him off
combo.
here. Oh, now we just need to pull out
Oh,
and
Bruno.
knock the yellows. Okay. You control here for quite a while. That's a second clear. But Smart's
Smart
opening not
needs
good
some
enough
more.
on Richie.
Smart's follow-up was a little slow too, so Richie had a chance to react there. It looks like she's got enough to top him off again
Bruno's
here. Maybe
chaining.
that'll do the job. Bruno chaining. Bruno clearing that small block on the side there, making room. Blues maybe? Nope.
Okay, it's still a lead, so
Yeah, and we're
nice Gary. I know
yeah,
it's not oxymoron, but that's vibrant.
We-
Okay, Gary.
we've reached that room of a 2-stage lead, and Smart's Richie just won't give it up right now. Okay, there we go. A minute plus Geo and then a 50-second Richie is really hard to come back from.
Taylor switching out 5 lines of attacks. Gary can downstack, so I don't know if he will. No, cooperative Gary.
Hey, cooperative Gary, something we don't normally say, but there we go. Tay finishing it off with a 15 on Gary. Meanwhile, let's see if Smart can finish it out strong here. Official time, by the way, for Tay, 10:09.
Nice. That was a good opening from Smart on the Lorelei. It's
A
got about
20.
the other previous stages, though.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. What you want to do in these situations, and she's almost certainly seen the racetime.gg with Tay finished already. She knows she's just trying to polish this up and finish this up. So you just want to finish strong. Get some of these, kinks out. Get a couple quick kills on the end. These, end game foes. Remind yourself that you can do it.
Control your
A bold.
No leveling. And there we go. There's Bruno finally going down.
Mhm.
Sometimes you do it right, and they just burn some time on you, and that's kind of where we're feeling here. All right, Gary to finish it off. Let's finish strong here. Smart has been using the double 4 opens for the most part. Kind of went away from it there for a little bit because I think she was just kind of missing some of her chains.
Well, it's a 7.
But tried to clean this one up an accidental 7 instead of giving us
Instead
those.
of flat stack onto Gary. This is
Oh,
the
the
risk.
horizontals. Oh, missed up the horizontals, but still got the greens. I think that was a clear accidental 7. The worst when you set up a 4 and it just turns into 7. So instead of those 2 nice individual blocks down there at the bottom, you end up with 1 across the whole bottom, and it doesn't get separation, and
Done it
this
many,
keeps
many
going.
times. You actually can rescue that if you do 2 4 combos before ending the chain. So
It sometimes how the game decides what combo garbage to put where means that even if you think you got it fixed, you don't always.
Gary thinks
Oh
he's
my
working
goodness,
now.
X8. Oh.
No, we do not permit that in Pokemon Puzzle League hard mode.
No,
we do
no.
not.
Gary, you are not Forky. You are not Raikou Rider. You don't get to mystery chain on us. Come on. Reminds of was it Bowser? I think it was on karaoke on the Tetris Stack tournament this spring. Had what was it, an X10?
Good night.
There we go. There's the S hard kill. Love to see it. Good strong finish. Reset when needed. That Gary could have gone on for a lot longer. 13-12. Good job, Smart, with the finish and getting ready. I think that puts her back in a good headspace for round 3.
Round 3 is going to be a forced easy mode.
And we have to figure that favors Tay. But you never know for sure. So let's see how it goes. But no decision here. Simply going straight to easy. It's the only round that has not been used yet. The only game mode, anyway.
You have to be at least confident enough in your easy mode that you can not drop things in your opening attacks. I think if you can do that, you can get there in less than 7 minutes every time. And when you refine that by just sending like the exact chains, weaving in more combos, you can then get somewhat solid under 6.5s if you're good. Which I don't know if many of us do feel that way yet, but we're working on it.
I think a good number of us have felt that way at some point, and then the game takes it back away. I think
sure.
you get to the point you go, I'm good. I feel comfortable. Maybe not as fast as I want. Let's start pushing it. And the game says, no. Here's some 650s for you again. Here's some 7+s just because. All right, quick break, I think, to grab some water or something from the runners, and we will be on our way on match 3 here in just a moment. Anything that you're going to be watching for specifically here in this easy mode round 6?
Not doing too much overkill, because aside from the first 2 stages, where again, Day is not cooperative and doesn't raise their stack, and you need to fill half their field, the rest of them, as soon as you get like 4 lines, you can probably just drop your chain right there and do combos after, because it's so unlikely they're going to do any garbage clears. So you can put little blocks on there to follow up instead of waiting for chains to complete.
And the name of the game, for the most part, is going to be make 4 lines of garbage however you need to make them and drop them as quick as you can. I think there'll be some exception to that, but especially as you mentioned, the first 2 stages where they don't raise nearly as much, but that's kind of where we're searching for here. Get your garbage made, get it dropped, and try to move on as quickly as you can.
And then when you get really into it, as you're doing your chain, you watch the opponent's other side of the field and see, do I actually need this last chain? And just hold on it, and then if I see if they're high enough, you just break the chain, drop it right there, and just go for combos at the end.
Yeah, and I get a feeling, depending on how Tay's feeling about it, but given how he's played the first 2 rounds, he might only do an X2 chain on some of these opponents. He might cut it without even going extra chain links, if he's feeling like his comboing's strong enough. But you also, on the flip side of that, if you are feeling it, or you've got the setup for some lag chains, getting to a quick, very fast X4, especially if you can, get that timing to really not have to wait for each section, might be an alternate strategy to get those lines.
Theoretically, like from stage 3 onwards, you can just do a way to go and get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you can like break it into enough segments like that.
Yeah, and we've seen a few of them, and we'll probably see some more of them throughout the rest of this group stage of just combo spam it out. Combo spam it out.
It's really risky in a race setting, but maybe.
It is if you're feeling the combos, or maybe the board comes up and you just see, if you just see, you know, 3 immediate 6 combos, you know, and you just drop them all immediately, and maybe mix one thing in there with it. That's viable. Don't waste time hunting for it, but I think that's the biggest thing with this game mode. Whatever it is, don't waste time hunting for it.
So bigger attacks on these first stages. Tayman's pretty much there. Smart needs multiple
Smart did
segments
not
here.
quite do enough on that open. Had a follow, wasn't quite enough either.
Gives him
Again,
time to clear.
Gary won in easy mode. You need more than any of the other stages. Gary just will not raise stack. Oh, that was almost horrendous. Gary almost got a clear with a 6 combo. That would have bought so much time.
Pain.
All right, X5 on Brock here.
We need this because he's like actually
Yeah, and it
more
was one
combo
line
as well.
short. He didn't have almost any combos besides the initial double 4 in there. Needed every bit of it.
There are ways to even more combos there.
Meanwhile, Smart again not topped.
Almost get there.
The follow-up, I think Smart did the follow-up like a full 8 or 9 seconds before. I didn't even notice it in the queue. It just took forever to drop.
Now we're in the territory of 4-ish lines every time.
Yep, Tay get the 13 on his side. He had Misty topped as early as 10, but it's just a matter of how much of that stop time, how much timer scamming can the opponent do.
Smart's Misty went 1 lower, so I agree with doing that 4 chain.
Yeah, that was almost certainly needed. Talk about timer scamming. Misty was sitting there topped for how long?
1 single chain just buys you so much time in easy. It's more time than you ever think is possible in time.
Yeah, easy mode. So we mentioned normal should really be called abnormal or anti-normal, frankly. Easy mode is easy's not wrong, but honestly, it's just slow. Slow mode or slow-mo if you prefer. Both kind of apply pretty much across the board here. Your opponent does the zombie shuffle sometimes.
Also, if you don't send enough, it takes so long.
Yeah,
To get your next attack in.
this mode is the most punishing if you're short.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of, Nicole, she wanted to do a little bit extra there and accidentally cut off. Good follow though. Turn that into a 15.
Okay, it ate like 3 potential seconds, but
Do you
we're in
choose to
there.
battle me?
But
11 on Tay's side.
Game's gonna keep getting those 11s and 12s to capitalize on that advantage.
Yeah, and here we are about maybe 3/4 of a stage. Probably not quite a full stage difference at this point. Depending on how this shakes out, but you have to imagine Smart is not in a great spot to try and catch Tay here. Unless something pretty drastic happens.
What are the chances of a meteor landing directly on somebody's console?
They're probably roughly the chances of Gary not being a troll. Besides, we want the game and our players' skill to be the deciding factor here. So reschedule by meteor would be far more likely than loss via meteor.
Okay, that's a Blame Clears leading into a chain, which is gonna buy a lot of time.
What the?
Shoryuken from Blame that doesn't actually clear anything.
And actually, a regular move would have cleared something. It would have been more. The Shoryuken was detrimental.
Still don't know what impulse makes them do that, but it's hilarious every time they do.
And it's faster than their cursors are like capable of moving at this game mode. It's gotta be some hiccup in the programming. Ooh, nice setup with the 4. Yeah, complete confusion over there from Richie. I'm sorry, Tracy. Wow.
Richie doesn't do easy.
Yeah, Richie doesn't do easy mode. All right, whatever. All right, follow up. Smart didn't have it on the initial drop, but a good follow up. But do we have? Oh no, they're gonna get a clear here.
I'm gonna swap. The right
Trophy
side is messy enough that it's gonna kill, but still more
earned
than
a
20
lot
seconds.
of time there. 13 on Rocket, and we're one stage left here on easy mode. Much shorter, ending on Giovanni. I don't know. Will Giovanni bring the retribution over to Tay that he brought to Smart last round? We'll see.
You have to troll clear like twice.
Troll. One of these times I just want to see easy mode troll Tay enough for him to put his money where his mouth is and reset on easy mode.
Follow time from the attack is there.
He says double 4s are viable on any game mode, and they are here as well. 15 to close it out. And we're somewhere in that mid-6 range like you were talking about, kind of right where you want to be. And here we go. Smart, for all that, basically just one stage behind. That felt somewhat insurmountable being easy mode, but it's really stayed rather close.
It's the right Geo attack for a good finish.
And a 12. There we go. Might have snuck in on the sub 7 there. And in spite of some trolling and 2 stages, I think, where her open didn't quite have it, ends up officially with a 7 flat. 633, meanwhile, on Tayman's side. Good finish for both of them. Easy mode did not make it easy on I Like Being Smart. Tayman finishes out with the 3rd Pokeball and with the win. Very nicely done from both of our runners today. I think the results were as we expected, but Smart definitely, especially in that first normal mode, and even through all the trolling in easy mode, showed that she definitely was not going to give it to for free to Tay today.
None of these are free. Tayman had to work for it, and the odds nearly swung in some places, but not quite enough to make the difference.
And so Tay wins the match 3 rounds to 0. Okay.
Pretty expected. So again, this is going to put Tayman almost certainly in the #1 spot at this point. I think mathematically, even the match with Raikou wouldn't actually change much at this point.
Yeah, here in just a second we'll look at the group bracket. Here it is. 2 wins, I believe. I don't believe he's mathematically locked in. But he would have to. No, he is. He is because because he's playing Raikou. So yes, Tayman's mathematically in. He will advance. Next week's bout against Raikou will simply be whether or not he can secure the first advancing seed out of this group, or if he'll be down in the matchmaking or tie-breaking nightmare that would be with Lunar and Smart.
But the main event of Group B.
The main event has been
Smart
set.
versus Lunar match.
Oh.
all the marbles.
Yeah, so week 3 of our group stages here is going to be a lot of deciding matches, and this is one of the ones that I think most of us during preview and when the groups were first announced circled this as being one of the matches to watch. And next week certainly is going to be. Smart playing very well today. Honestly, a little bit of hiccup there on hard mode, but certainly playing within range to give a fantastic match against Lunar. And that one, I don't know. I'm thinking about just flipping a coin a bunch of times just to figure out who I'm gonna pick for that particular match. It's going to be real close.
Get out your popcorn and raise your stacks, because that's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Oh man, Group B shaking out to be certainly one of the most entertaining groups. I think I've said that about all 4 groups at this point. So take that as it will. All of the matches have been very entertaining. But we are heading out for the end of this match. Those of you who are here with us on Twitch, stay tuned. We've got 2 more matches today. And those of you on YouTube, thanks for checking us out. Check the rest of these. Those who haven't, follow the Puzzle General Twitch, YouTube. Puzzle General Twitter gives you updates whenever we're, have a scheduled event or going live. And anybody who wants, please join us over on the Discord. Even if you're just learning this game, we absolutely would love to have you. We want more people enjoying these games with us. Six, any closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Pretty good performances from players all around, and looking forward to how this and all the other groups conclude 4 brackets.
It's gonna be a good one, I think. So, for me, Tetris Stacker, for Six, for Cards of the Heart, who has done a lot of great work organizing and putting together this tournament, and also on tech today, and for everyone, for the runners today, please give them a follow if you haven't. I am Tetris Stacker, and happy puzzling, everyone.
See ya.